Hey everyone, if you have a Ryan Lawnaire 4 or 5, the 19-inch or 25-inch aerator, and it is equipped with easy steer technology. I'm making this video hoping that it reaches someone who's in need or of help. I just picked this one up from my local Home Depot, thinking I got a great deal. Turns out it's a little bit more labor intensive than I thought. Basically, my symptoms were exactly this. The engine runs great. The chain and the belt were fine. I adjusted the cable, but no matter when I put my tines down into the ground, as soon as I engaged the clutch, the tines were not spinning, basically not propelling or not moving anything. So obviously I'm not going to aerate by pushing this machine. It's just totally unrealistic. So luckily, with the help from another individual, Nathan, he kind of guided me and kind of went through exactly the same exact issue. So I was able to message him through Facebook, and sure enough, he was great at helping me out and guiding me through it. He kind of had a similar situation. So what I had to do, or what I'm doing, I should say, I'm not quite out of the woods yet, is I had to pull the entire tine shaft. This took a little bit of effort. Once the tine shaft comes out, you can see the tines. The one in the middle is a single, and then the two on the sides are doubles. These kind of come out. And again, if you're mechanically inclined, it's not the craziest thing to get the flanges off and slide the tine reel out. What was probably the most difficult part with it, or thus far I should say, is getting the bearings off. So the bearings on these, there's a bearing here and there's a bearing here, and if you're going to have to do this job, it just kind of makes sense to replace both bearings while you have the machine out. For the cost of the bearing, you're going to have to mangle this one up anyway, so you might as well just replace the left side as well. So the bearing itself required a good amount of effort because it's very hard to get anything to pull it. I just want to share what worked for me. I ended up doing a generous amount of WD-40. I bought this bearing separator and puller set from Harbor Freight this morning for 60 bucks, a little bit more than I want to spend, but if it worked, it worked. And after 3 or 4 unsuccessful times, I finally got it. What proved to be the trick for me was putting the separator on, applying a generous amount of MAP gas all on the bearing itself. I then quickly shot it with some WD-40, and with my impact wrench was able to put enough pressure on the puller set. And like I said, I had 4 or 5 unsuccessful attempts. I was really contemplating getting the angle grinder and trying to grind them out, even though that didn't seem the safest or potential issue, but I did finally get it. So on to the actual issue. Like I said, I spoke to someone named Nathan. He was great. He's been great. Basically, the design of the Easy Steer has these notches. You can see there is 6 total on mine, and I think there's 10 on the 25-inch. And within these notches, there are these real tiny leaf springs that sit in here. And then you have these runoff keys or Woodruff keys. You could even see, these are my old ones. You can see that it's notched on one side, smooth on the other side. The way these go, and again, take a lot of pictures if you're doing this, is something like this. Now I won't, and then you press them in. I will not be using any of the old ones. I ordered all new ones from my local Bobcat dealer. I got new springs and new runoff keys for this, hoping that it just kind of solves my issue. So that's kind of where I'm at. I also have the new bearings to put on here, and I just went ahead and bought 2 new flanges on each side. Not sure how they would come off. So theoretically, once this gets all cleaned up, I'll hit this with maybe a little sandpaper, emery cloth. One thing that's been working well is a really nice fine screwdriver to kind of scrape out these channels and grooves and just get any debris. What I suspect is, and when I spoke to the owner of the Bobcat dealership, who is a pretty mechanical guy himself, he was basically saying if these aren't greased every 8 hours, I guess what happens is these pieces get stuck in and no longer catch. So even though the machine with the tines up will still have the tines move, I guess because there's barely enough pressure on it and there's no load on it, the minute you drop your tines and you start doing it, what's happening is the shaft is spinning and there's nothing catching the aerator tines right here, the 3 different shafts. And I guess they do this because this will help with the actual easy steering based on the amount of pressure you're putting on it. I'm not an engineer for Ryan or Bobcat, but that's just kind of what I think. And while I'm doing this, I'm also replacing all of the tines because they were pretty banged up and pretty shortened. Not quite as easy as I thought. Could just be because I bought aftermarket ones off eBay and they seem slightly larger. So I'm really doing it now with all of the tine shafts off of the machine, and this way hopefully it all gets put back together again. So again, I hope this video helps somebody. I looked a lot around, I searched, I could not find any information on this other than what Google and AI was saying. So this is a visual for it. Again, the Ryan Lawnaire 19, the Ryan Lawnaire 14, I'm sorry, the 4, which is a 19-inch span, only has 6 of these. Parts were probably about $150 total. And then I bought this puller, and then, you know, about 3/4 of an afternoon yelling, swearing, and everything. So it all adds up. But I do hope this could be a pretty good money machine for me, whether I'm renting it or if I just decide to sell it. If I could, you know, make a couple bucks on it, I'd be pretty happy. So again, I hope this helps somebody. More of this video in action, I hope. I want to compare it to my Stinger Easy Air aerator, as that's its direct competition. So all right, everyone, stay tuned. Hopefully I'll have this thing buttoned up in a day or two, and we'll see how it goes just in time for Jersey aeration season right up before us. Thanks.